Welcome into episode 2 of the Firebird project, aka Project Blackbird. We left off with me explaining my relationship to the car, which I'm the second owner. It was owned by my grandfather. He passed away in 2008. I've had it ever since. It's been sitting for many years, and I'm actually going to be restoring it now. So it is being towed over to my parents' house, and I'm going to try and get this thing at least started. I mean the engine running, that is. Not just starting the process of restoring it, because, you know, that's going to take a long time. So let's start with getting the engine started. All right, there it is. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to have to do is just get all new plugs, wires. But the thing that really sucks on this, I cannot get to the plugs very easily. They're down in there somewhere, and then there's a hidden one right there. You can't even really see it. That's going to be fun to get out. It's a little crooked. I apologize. So I parked the car in about 2013, right? And was starting it every few months for probably 6 months to a year, making sure you're cycling and all that. And then one day it just stopped running. I bought a new battery for it to try and get started, but it wouldn't start. And so that battery is brand new from 2013. So it's probably no good at all. So I got to get a new battery. I'm going to get new plugs, like I said. And also, I parked it thinking I needed fuel in the car so I could start it, run it for a long time. However, it's been sitting there on a 3/4 of a tank. I probably have to siphon out all the gas because it's really old and I don't really want that cycling through the engine. Probably gonna have to replace the fuel injection on it too because they might be clogged up. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And overall, the interior is not that bad. The worst parts is right here. Apparently I got a leak from up there and over in the corner, but overall it's not in horrible shape. I'm gonna have to replace this. This is the glove box. Just has a little pouch and it's fallen down. It was pretty much worn out when I got it, and now it's just really bad. Original cassette player, it never worked. I'm gonna play some Bop It. Apparently I have a Bop It in here. And I have a Bop It shaped mark. That's fun. I wonder if it still works. First things first, I need to get power to this thing, so I'm gonna go get a battery. I'm a few inches shorter these days. So I headed on over to AutoZone, not a sponsor by the way, but you could be. Please sponsor this. It's an expensive project. But while I was there, I picked up a brand new battery. I got some spark plugs and some spark plug wires, because I'm just gonna replace as much as I possibly can in this car, because everything in this engine has been sitting for like 9 years untouched. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and replace as much as I possibly can.
Set it in a certain position.
Ooh, it's been a while. There's an issue with the clutch though. It's just pushing and staying. I got to pull it back.
The key's on, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear anything? You like a fuel pump running or anything?
Literally nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it needs a new service. What do you think? I got speakers to work. I don't know what else is working now. That speaker sounds like it's broken. Broken.
It's not even trying to turn it. The battery should have juice in it.
I got the bead that wasn't doing that before. Sorry, it's been hard to show you guys what's going on and work on the car at the same time. I don't have a tripod for this.
Okay, turns over fairly easy.
That's good. I was a wee little lad. Sat back there while my grandpa drove the car. My grandma sat here. I can't wait to get this on the road again. On the road again. Oh, I have the clutch all the way in.
Keep it going. Now, did I do it or did it just come back on its own? You know how many times that happens?
Well, there's some life.
Right in that way, you don't have to worry about trying to get this off. Because, oh, it moves pretty good, don't you?
I don't have a screwdriver on me.
Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Seems to be in good shape considering. Just pour some gas in it.
We gotta test the ignition coil to find out if that's what's broken. If it is, it's gonna be a nightmare to get it out because it's like riveted in.
Okay.
Nothing's happening.
Does it don't have to be in a certain gear?
No, it's neutral. So my dad and I, we spent about a week or so trying to get this started. We could get the starter to kick over, we could not get the engine running. So I kind of caved and just decided to take it to a mechanic. We thought we narrowed it down to potentially the ignition coil itself, but I wasn't entirely sure. So I just told the mechanic to get this damn thing running at all costs, pretty much. I'm admitting defeat on that part. There's still a lot of work to be done, but I cannot get that part out. It's only gonna be like $280 for them to do it. Worth it. So what that actually meant was I had to actually get it towed yet again to take it over to the mechanic shop to have this part taken out and replaced, and hope that that's actually the issue. Here is where things get extra juicy. That wasn't the actual issue with the car. They didn't actually fix what was really wrong with it. The reason I chose this mechanic was because it was right next to my parents' house, like less than a mile away. And I knew this car hasn't been on the road for the past 9 years, so I didn't want to take it to my regular mechanic where I usually take my cars, because I really wanted to try and save as much money as I possibly could, because I knew it was probably going to cost a fortune to have this work done, try and get this started. So I was trying to cut costs wherever I could, and I didn't want to have to pay to have it towed again. And not to mention that the car hadn't been licensed since 2013, and no insurance on the vehicle. I wasn't able to secure that. So I really wanted to make sure the car was as close as possible that I could sneak it back to the house with hopefully no issues. That's where my logic laid. But stay tuned to the next episode to find out. But spoiler alert, it takes them about 4 months, maybe 5 months to give you my car back. Consider subscribing if you want to see that.